Hi friends, I'm back again. This is Corky, the Plum Creek Booksmith, and I'm back with a Christmas journal that I've been working on for the last few weeks. It's been crazy around here, so I just got her done, and I've got 3 more Christmas journals I hope to accomplish this year, but fingers crossed. Anyway, she's made out of an old encyclopedia where I took the front and back book boards off of the encyclopedia because the spine was rotten, but the encyclopedia was actually like 11 inches long or tall. So I cut it down, and I wanted to use the marbled inside as the outside of this book, if that makes any sense. So the marbled part was the inside of the encyclopedia. I did my cloth spine like I do a lot of times, a nice sturdy outside, and then on the inside is a ticking fabric. And I've done some hand stitching along that and back here as well. There's 3 buttons on the front and 3 buttons on the back, and they go through holes that I have punched in the book board. So between the glue and the sewing of the buttons, the spine is in really good shape. 3 signatures. I don't know if I said that already, but anyway, we'll get started. I covered the inside with beautiful images, front and back. Some of my favorite Christmas images, especially this. I've been trying to find this image forever and ever and ever, and finally Wendy and her viewers helped me find where I could find this. It's another Etsy store online, and if you're interested, I will post where I got these images. A lot of the images come from that kit, but I have a lot of my own in here as well. There is a lot of sewing, as you can see. I have some jingle bells on each signature front. There are other gems and dangly things as well. So we'll get started. She is 7.5 tall and 5 7/8 wide. She has 196 pages. There's 16 pages in the first and second signature and 17 in the last signature. So that's a total of 196 surfaces. And I should say plus because, you know, we always put extra writing surfaces in, and this is an example. Here is a little notepad made from coffee dyed ledger paper, and it is just in with a paper clip. There's the first 2 jingle bells, and I've sewn a pretty lace on the front. And then there's some lace or fabric and other things along the front or at the top as well. You can see how that looks. Lots of loose thread, so if you don't like loose threads, you can clip them, but I like them. So but the new owner, he or she can do what she or he wants. Here's a pocket, and it's made from an old Christmas card that I have obtained, and then I scanned it, and then I printed it and cut it, just fussy cut around it, and put some little this little tiny gold rickrack and this pretty pink looks like crochet, very very delicate crocheted trim there, and then a pretty little tuck there. I put a label here. A lot of these, and of course my phone rings. I don't get a phone call all morning, and now my phone rings. Okay, so this is one of my pages, and it's available on my Etsy store. This is a label. I think it's a Tim Holtz label. There's some lace along the side. Well, it's trim. I'm not sure that you'd call it lace. Some trim here on the side. A lot of these images here, I have them in my collection that I use a lot of times when I do Christmas journals. This is an original postcard. It's got some raised surfaces there. A little label here, another Tim Holtz label. Here is the words for Up on a Rooftop, and I thought it was appropriate because it's a picture of Santa Claus and his reindeer up on a rooftop. I remember singing that in grade school. Brings back great memories. I just put this trim across diagonally, and it holds this piece of, I think it's just a journal page. And so it just goes there. And then I have this paper clip up here that kind of keeps it intact there. Just a little collage there with a label. This particular page I stained with rust water. I just love how rust water on an already copy dyed page comes out. It just looks really cool. Here's an envelope that flips out, and then there's a little pocket here. And of course my fingers aren't going to work. And I have miniature postcards in there. There's more than just 2. There might be like 4 or 6. I can't remember. Put quite a few in there. But anyway, I won't take up time, but there's more than 3 in there, I know. Got a little place to journal here. Big place to journal. Topped with some lace. And then this envelope is kind of held on, and well, it's glued on, plus I secured it on with this pretty candy cane. It's a copy of an old Christmas card, and I've shrunk it down. Retro. I love retro Christmas cards. There's Santa Claus sitting up on a chimney. Looks like he's taking a smoke break. And then the center of this, the first signature, holds these little pockets. This is a top corner tuck, and it holds an authentic postcard, and you can tell that it's embossed. What year is this? Oh boy, I don't see, and it's hard to tell there. It's a 1-cent stamp. And then this is a copy of a postcard, and this is the exact shape it was, and I thought that would make a nice, it's just the shape of a tag, so I made it into a tag. And then I absolutely love this. It's a copy of an old Christmas card. I just love that. And I put a little divot there so that you could tell that was a pocket. Put a little lace trim on the bottom. There's Santa flying again. This is part of that kit with all of the images, and that's Santa Claus So Jolly. I've never heard of that song before. And I made a little pocket here just out of some scraps, and there's some play money here in case you run out of money to buy all your Christmas gifts. Pretty trim. And there's a little tag that I had made for Christmas gifts last year. So I just thought, well, I'll just include that. And I made some of my own little flashcards that seem to be so popular, and so I just made some of my own. This is an old retro Christmas card. I have it up there it's just hanging over the page and secured with a decorated paper clip. And so you can open it up, and there's a little tuck spot here. There's some more of that rust paper. This is some of my paper here, and then I just added a label. And this is a beautiful little angel, and made a little card here, and she's just a little tuck spot. There's that tree again that I love, and this is the second signature, and it has jingle bells and beautiful lace trim. Another pretty fabric up here. I love this fabric. It has embroidered, looks like tulips on the top. It's kind of an eyelet fabric. Very, very fragile. It must be really, really old. And this is the face of an old Christmas card. I just love the color and the shimmeriness to it. Is that a word? I don't think so. Put a little trim down here. I like when things kind of spill out the bottom. And then here is a Christmas Santa Claus envelope. I got these online too. I think it's from Victoria Designs several years ago. Probably one of my very first purchases, because I wanted to do a Christmas journal. So it's nice that I can have that to use year after year after year. And here's a letter that goes with it, ready for the new owner to write her ideas and her memories. And that's just a pocket I made from this card. Another label. This is one of my Etsy pages, and I would love for any of my friends who would feel, if they'd like to go on over to my Etsy store and check these out and see what you think. I love all the color that they bring to a journal. This is an authentic postcard. There's Santa again, some rickrack. This is one of those little page darts, I think is what they're called. I think I have one on somewhere in every signature. And I used one of my bulldog clips. Those are available on Etsy, and this is how they work. You just cut them out, and then you glue them down, but you leave this little flap open a little bit, and so things can tuck. This is a copy of a retro Christmas card. There's some more of my paper. I put a little fringe of, not fringe, gathering of paper there. A little cluster. Pretty Christmas tree. I just put a little bit of, I don't know what that is, like an old tablecloth piece. And then this came off of one of the blue retro cards, and I thought, for some reason, I had cut it the shape. So I went ahead and backed it with 2 or 3 more pieces of paper so it would give it some stiffness, and made it into a corner pocket. And then this little angel card tucks in there. Another little label of my own. Pretty gathering or lace work here. Where did this come from? Oh, I'm sorry. This is sewn onto this page. There's another one of my little flashcards. These are available on my Etsy as well. I think right now I have my Christmas things featured on the front page of my Etsy store. 4 of them anyway, 4 of my featured Christmas ones. But on the side you can click on Christmas items, so that will open up everything I have that has something to do with Christmas. There's a little kid coming down the hill on her sled. Looks like a little girl. And then these, I love these little retro Christmas cards, especially this is really retro over here. This is just really sweet with 4 little angels. It says coming your way. And I liked it that these were both upright, and so they make really nice upper corner tuck spots. And so I put Santa Claus in these. Santa Claus is at the piano singing, and he must have woke up these little kids. I hope he left them something good. Some old trading stamps. This is a pretty big Christmas junk journal. The others won't be quite this big, but I got started on this. I just couldn't stop. You know how that goes. And another little flashcard with Saint Nick holding it. Oh, Holy Night. And there's another page from my Etsy store. A little song sheet. It's called Welcome to Santa Claus. And then here's a little angel, and she's got a little tie on her little head there. She could have been used for an ornament on a tree. I love these. They're little Russian stacking dolls. I think is what they're called. So I put a little paper fastener there, and so you can use these to write on, and then they all tuck back. And a piece of fabric that I put some fancy sewing on, some stars. And then I put a little extra piece of paper here for you to write on. Here's another one of those blue silvery Christmas cards. Those must have been popular that year. And so you can open this one up. It also acts as a pocket. And so this is an authentic postcard. And if you want to, you can open it all the way up and use it for writing. I got this pretty stuffed, so it kind of makes it hard. But if you're careful, you can do that. And then, you know, nobody would know that there's something written there. It's kind of hidden that way. Okay. On the third one now, and there's the Jingle Bells. And then I added a little extra to this one. This was something on some jewelry I bought at a thrift store. And I thought this little charm or whatever part of the necklace looked like a spyglass, or you know, something that it would be magical, and Santa Claus could, you know, do some interrogation. You know, he's got to find out who's naughty and nice, and maybe this is how he does it. And here's another one of my tags. Here's a tuck spot. Even though all these Christmas images and things weren't purchased from one person, they all kind of go together, because this is kind of an eclectic, retro junk journal. And this is an original postcard, and it's got the raised embossed areas. There's a pocket I made out of music paper, and then I put this. I have this available too. So they were stickers. Remember when you were kids, you'd get these stickers that you could put on packages or cards or envelopes or whatever. And so I scanned a bunch of them, and so I use them every now and then. And this is one of my tags. Put some eyelet trim on there. Oh my gosh, I'm at 18, 19 minutes. Woohoo. I'll probably shorten it up so it'll say something different. Anyway. Some lace at the top, label over here, another tuck spot. This is a pretty little lady, pretty little girl in her winter coat. And I printed her on brown cardstock. Came out looking really nice, I think. Another one of my tags. Some trim on the bottom here. Pretty little, a copy of a postcard, and I made it into a pocket. And these are on my Etsy as well. I love these. These are so grungy, and I just love how they turned out. Check them out. I hope you like them. And then I just put this little guy here. He's just glued on. He's not a tuck or anything. There's some more trim. This is a belly band, and it holds a little tiny card. And it says from Fred, Mabel, and little ones. And there's a little tuck spot. More of my design. Here is another retro Christmas card that I made into a tuck spot pocket here. I have it so that what's in here won't get lost. I put this little strap of paper around it so that they didn't get too far down in there. But they're just fun little cardstock winter and Christmas images. And so to put them back in, I just put the strap back around them. And I find the opening, and I just snug them down in there. And then there's a pocket on this side as well, and it holds Santa Claus. I got this from Eva, the Bohemian Crafter. And so in order not to lose this card, I put some lace trim there as a pull. This opens up, and it's a writing space. And here's another one of those stickers, and those are available on my Etsy as well. I would appreciate a thumbs up, share my videos, subscribe, hit the bell, tell your friends and family about my YouTube channel. I'm getting close. I think I'm about 925. I would love to hit 1,000 by Christmas. That's my Christmas wish. So help me out and spread the news, please. I would appreciate that so much. And here's a little hidden spot here where the fabric has been sewn. And so I put this little Christmas ad here. It says you couldn't blame old Santa. And so then this opens up, and it's for more writing. But that just tucks it down here, and it's kind of a hidden spot to write things. Lots and lots of trim, lots and lots of tuck spots and ephemera. There's homemade ephemera. There's real ephemera. There's a tag here that is a good writing spot, and it's been decorated pretty. And then that's a pretty little Christmas scene on the back. Pretty cardinal and on a snowy background with some evergreens and berries. And here's a fun little bauble. It looks like a Christmas candy. It's on there with a bulb pin and some Christmas baker's twine. Here's another notepad, and it's on there by a paper clip. And we're almost done, boys and girls. Hang in there. This is an authentic vintage postcard. Oops, it says A Joyous Christmas. And it has Flora written here. I love the scene. It's beautiful. And so it was from 1911. And it's to Mrs. Melva, I think it is. Stearns. And it just says city here. It has a 1-cent stamp. It says, Dear Mother, oh, may you recover soon, Flora Johnson. Mother must have been sick. And now we're back to the back. So that is my first Christmas journal for 2023. I hope you liked her. Give me a thumbs up if you did. I sure hope you have a good day. Bye now.